Precursor is a forerunner. The precursor of the modern day automobile is the Phaeton, Phaeton, which means a horse-drawn carriage, like a jatka. A predator is a creature that seizes and devours another. A tiger is a predator, whereas a deer is the quarry, Quarrry, which means the prey. A predator also means a person who robs and exploits others. A predecessor means a former occupant of a post. The current occupant is the incumbent, and the future occupant will be called the successor. Predetermine means to predestine or settle or decide beforehand. A predicament is a tricky, dangerous situation or a dilemma or an unfortunate situation. Predilection means preference or strong liking. Predispose means give an inclination towards, make susceptible to. Preeminent means outstanding and superior. We are predisposed to judging people based on their facial appearance. Therefore, predisposed means to give an inclination towards. Preeminent is outstanding. Preempt means forestall or avert. A preemptive strike by the government employees. That means before the new law was passed, they went on a preemptive strike to prevent the law being enacted. Preen means to make oneself tidy in appearance or feel self-satisfaction over past achievements. TI, VATE, titivate. Preen also means feel self-satisfaction over past victories or achievements. Prefatory means introductory. Prehensile limbs or prehensile tails, which monkeys have, are capable of grasping or holding. Prelate means a church dignitary. Prelude means an introduction, a forerunner. Premeditate means to plan in advance. Premise means an assumption or a postulate. Premonition means a forewarning. Premonitory would mean serving to warn. Preponderance means superiority of power or quantity. Preposterous means absurd, ridiculous. A prerogative is an exclusive right or privilege, an unquestionable right. Presage means to foretell. Prescience means the ability to foretell the future. Presentiment means feeling that something will happen. Anticipatory fear or premonition. Prestige means impression produced by achievements. Presumptuous people are arrogant and they take liberties with others. They think too much of themselves and assume importance and dignity. Pretentious also means the same as the above, ostentatious, pompous, making unjustified claims and over-ambitious. Preternatural means something that is beyond what is normal. A pretext is an excuse. To prevail over somebody would mean to induce or triumph over them. For example, he tried to prevail on me to complete his assignment for him. Prevalent means widespread, generally accepted. Prevaricate means lie or whitewash something. Prey means the target of a hunt or a quarry, Quarry, which means a victim. A quarry also is a place where mining can be done. Prim means very precise and formal, exceedingly proper. Prissy, Prissy, and punctilious. Primogeniture means seniority by birth. Primordial means existing at the beginning of time. Primping oneself means grooming oneself with great care and adorning oneself. Titivating, Titivating. Titivate or titivating means doing last minute touch-ups on the makeup before you make a presentation somewhere. Pristine means unspoiled. The pristine glory of the Himalayas means unspoiled, characteristic of earlier times and primordial, primitive. Privation means hardship or want. Privy means secret, hidden and not public. Probe means to explore. Probity means honesty and uprightness, incorruptibility. Something problematic is doubtful and unsettled. Proclivity means an inclination, a natural tendency for something. Procrastinate means to postpone or delay. Procurement means obtaining something. Prod means to poke, stir up, or urge somebody. Goad, G-O-A-D. A person who is prodigal is wasteful and reckless with money. Prodigious scoring means enormous. Prodigious breeders, marvelous, extraordinary, in large quantity. A prodigy is a highly gifted, precocious child. Profane means to violate or desecrate or treat unworthily. A profligate is dissipated. Wasteful is the secondary meaning. Profligate means one who has no moral values, who is libidinous and wildly immoral. The second meaning for profligate is wasteful, which is similar to prodigal. Profound means deep and something which is not superficial. Profusion means overabundance. A progenitor is an ancestor. Progeny means the children or the offspring. Prognosis means forecasted course of a disease, a prediction. The antonym for prognosis will be diagnosis. Prognosticate means to predict. Prohibitive means tending to prevent the purchase or use of something. Inclined to forbid. Prohibitive cultures. Prohibitive pricing means pricing which is very excessive and exorbitant. A projectile is a missile or a bullet. Proletarian means working class, pertaining to the working class. Proliferate means grow rapidly and spread or multiply. Prolific means abundant, fruitful. Prolixity means tedious wordiness, verbosity. A prologue is an introduction to a poem or a play. Prolong means to extend. Prominent people are notable. Prominent also means conspicuous and protruding. Promiscuous means mixed indiscriminately or haphazard, irregular, especially in a sexual context. Promontory means headland or jutland, J-U-T, which means something that projects into the sea. Promote means to help or flourish. Prompt means to cause, provoke, provide a cue for an actor. Promulgate means to proclaim a doctrine or a law. Make known, publish. Prone means inclined to. Prone also means prostrate, face down, lying down on the ground with face down. An antonym is supine, S-U-P-I-N-E. Supine is also lying down on the ground with the back to the floor. That means seeing up. Propagate means multiply or spread. A propellant is a substance that propels or drives something forward. A propensity is a natural inclination. Prophetic means something to do regarding the future, predicting the future. Prophylactic medicines are used to prevent disease. They are something like vaccinations or medicines which are used to prevent the onset. It's called a prophylactic. Propinquity means nearness or closeness. The antonym is remoteness. Propinquity also means kinship. That means blood relationship. Propitious means favorable or fortunate. Propitious circumstances are advantageous. A proponent is a supporter, a backer. Antonym is an opponent. Propound means to put forth for analysis. Propriety means fitness or correct conduct, decorum. Propulsive means something that causes forward movement, driving forward or thrusting. Prosaic means dull and unimaginative, matter of fact and factual, like prose. Prosaic means therefore boring. It's a negative word. Proscenium means the part of the stage in front of the curtain. Proscribe means to ostracize, banish, or outlaw a person. Proselytize means to convert somebody to another religion. Prosody means the art of versification or writing poetry, rhyming. Prosperity is good fortune, financial success, and felicity, Felicity, which means prosperity. Prostrate means stretch out full on the ground, prone position. Protean means versatile, able to take on many forms. Protege, Protege, means a person receiving protection and support from another, from a senior, a patron. Protocol means diplomatic etiquette or official manners, official etiquette. A prototype is an original work used as a model by others. Protracted discussions are very lengthy and prolonged. Protrude means to stick out. A protuberance means a protrusion or a bulge. Provenance means the origin or the source of something. Provenda means dry food or fodder. Provident means displaying foresight. It also means very thrifty and preparing for emergencies, saving. That is why we call it the Provident Fund, saving for the future. Provincial means pertaining to a province, limited in outlook and unsophisticated. Provisional means tentative. Provisional degree is tentative, not complete, not the final one. A proviso is a stipulation, that means a condition in a contract. For example, I am ready to accept your proposal with the proviso that you meet your obligations first. So, condition, contingent means something that is dependent. Provocative means arousing anger or interest or annoying. Prowess means extraordinary ability or military bravery. Proximity means nearness. Proxy means an authorized agent. Prude means a person who is excessively modest or punctilious. Prudent is cautious and careful. Prune means to cut away, trim. Prurient means having or causing lustful thoughts and excessively interested in sexual matters. Pry means to inquire impertinently. Use leverage to raise or open something. Prying open the lid means yanking open or pulling open or resting open the lid. Pry also means snoop or do spying, espionage. Inquire impertinently. A pseudonym is a false name or a pen name used by another. Psyche means the soul or mind. A psychiatrist is a doctor who treats mental illnesses. Psychopathic means pertaining to mental derangement, madness. Psychosis is mental disorder. Pterodactyl, Pterodactyl. It's an extinct flying reptile. Puerile means childish. A pugilist is a boxer. Pugnacity means combativeness and disposed to fighting. Belligerent. Puissant means powerful. Pulchritude means beauty or comeliness and winsomeness, attractive. Pulmonary means pertaining to the lungs. Pulsate means to throb. To pulverize the bowling means to crush or grind. It actually means grind to very small pieces into powder. Comminute, Comminute. Comminute means to pulverize. Pummel means to beat or pound with the fists, repeatedly pummeling, buffeting. Punctilious means stressing niceties of conduct or form. Minutely attentive, very difficult to please and prudish. Pundit means an authority. Pungent smells are stinging, sharp and strong, caustic. Punitive means punishing. Puny means very insignificant, very tiny or weak. Purchase means a firm grasp or footing. To get a proper purchase on vocabulary, please listen to these words with concentration. Purgatory means place of spiritual expiation. In fact, it is hell. Hell is called purgatory, where there will be enough time to feel guilty. Purge means to remove or get rid of something unwanted. Cleanse or purify. Purport. What is the purport? Means the intention. The purport also means the meaning. The purport of the speech means the meaning. or the purport of a statement would also mean the intention of that statement. Purported means alleged. It was purported that means it was claimed or alleged that. Purse means to pucker, P-U-C-K-E-R, pursing the mouth. That means contract into wrinkles. When you are trying to show your disapproval, sometimes you purse your lips. That is pucker. That means showing a show of disapproval, contracting into wrinkles. A purveyor is a supplier, furnisher of foodstuffs, a caterer. Pusillanimous means cowardly. Putative means something that has been supposed to be true, or supposed, reputed to be, not yet proved. Putative means thought of, because putate means to think. Putrid means foul, rotten, decayed. Rancid, R-A-N-C-I-D, rotting. Pylon is a marking post to guide aviators. It is also a tower supporting cables or telephone lines. A pylon can also be an entrance to a big temple. A huge entrance to a big temple usually has a pylon. Pyromaniac is a person with an insane desire to set things on fire. A quack is a charlatan, an impostor, a pretender of knowledge. A quadruped means a four-footed animal. We are bipeds. Quaff means to drink with relish. Sip, of course, would be to drink in small quantities. Quagmire means a bog, marsh or swamp, quicksand. Quail means to cover, lose heart or withdraw in fear. Quaint means odd, old-fashioned, a quaint old man. Quaint also means picturesque. Qualified means limited, restricted, a qualified apology. Unqualified means categorical, unconditional. Qualms means misgivings, uneasy fears, especially about matters of conscience. I have no qualms about giving the assignment to you. I know you will handle it well. Quandary means a dilemma, something like an imbroglio, a confused situation. To quarantine means to isolate a prisoner or maybe a person in a hospital. Quarry means a victim, an object of a hunt, or also a quarry is a place you can mine, where you dig into and mine. Quash means to subdue, crush, or squash. Quay is a dock, a landing place, a wharf, W-H-A-R-F. Queasy, people who are queasy are easily nauseated, and squeamish, S-Q-U-E-A-M-I-S-H, easily upset, bilious. Quell means to subdue, to put down, extinguish, or make quiet. Quenching the thirst means to assuage or satisfy. Quench also means to douse or extinguish. Querulous people are always fretful and whining, W-H-I-N-I-N-G. That means complaining, whining and fretful. Query is a question or an inquiry. Queue is a line. Queue also means braid or plait. Hair which is braided is also called a queue. Quibble means minor objections or complaints. Quiescent means at rest, dormant, or temporarily inactive. Quietude means tranquility. The quintessence of something means the purest and highest embodiment of something. Quip, taunt. Quip means to taunt. Quirk means a startling twist, a caprice, a vicissitude, a vagary. A quisling is a traitor. Quiver means a case for arrows. Quiver also means to shiver or tremble and shake. Quixotic means foolishly, idealistic. Quizzical means teasing or bantering. Quorum means a minimum number of members necessary to conduct a meeting. Quotidian occurrences means daily occurrences, commonplace and customary. Rabid means like a fanatic, irrational, illogical. Rabid also means furious. A rabid dog is diseased. A raconteur is a storyteller. A ragamuffin is a person wearing tattered clothes, torn clothes. To rail means to scold and rant. Raiment means clothing. Rakish means stylish or sporty. Rally means to call up or summon, rallying the forces. Revive or recuperate. Rallying your spirits means to recover health. Ramble means to wander aimlessly, talk digressively. Ramification means a branching out, a subdivision, or the ultimate consequences of a problem or something. Ramify means to divide into branches or subdivisions. A ramp is a slope or an inclined plane. The ramp also means the stairs leading to the aircraft. Rampant means rife, R-I-F-E, which means growing in profusion, unrestrained, widespread. Ramparts are the defensive mounds of earth or the fort walls which are thick. Ramshackle means a rickety, falling apart building. Rancid, having the odor of stale fat, fat which is putrefying because of atmospheric action, is called rancid fat. Rancor means bitterness or hatred, ill will in the mind. Random means without any definite purpose, plan or aim, haphazard. Rankle means irritate. It is rankling in the mind, irritating, festering. Fester also means rot. Rant means to talk excitedly, or rant also means to scold. Rant would also mean make a grandiloquent speech. Rapacious people are excessively grasping, greedy and plundering. Rapport, R-A-P-P-O-R-T, the T is silent. Rapport means understanding or emotional closeness, harmony. You must develop rapport with your lecturers or seniors and other people. Rapt attention means absorbed, enchanted. Rarefied gases are very thin, less dense. Rarefied also means purified. Rarefied interest means refined. Raspy means grating, harsh voice, a raspy voice. Ratify means to approve formally, confirm or verify. Ratiocination means reasoning, act of drawing conclusions from premises in a syllogistic manner. Rationale means the fundamental reason or justification, grounds for an action. What is the rationale for your action? To rationalize means to give a plausible reason for an action, give a believable reason. Raucous voice is a harsh and shrill voice. Raucous also means disorderly and boisterous. To ravage means to plunder and despoil. Despoil means to sack, plunder, maraud, seize possessions, take away. Rave means overwhelmingly favorable review. A rave is an overwhelmingly favorable review. A review is normal, rave is excessively favorable. Raving about something would mean talk in a very bombastic and pompous manner, grandiloquently. Ravel means to fall apart into tangles. Ravel means to separate. Ravel is also a synonym for unravel. When you are raveling a mystery, it means you are solving it. When you are unraveling, it also means you are solving it. So ravel means entangle, ravel means disentangle. Ravenous means very hungry. Famished, F-A-M-I-S-H-E-D, means very hungry. Ravine means a narrow valley with steep sides. To raise something down to the ground means to destroy completely. Reactionary means opposing progress, politically ultra-conservative. Realm means the kingdom or field or sphere. A reaper is one who harvests grain. Rebate means a discount. A rebuff means a snub. Snub means something said to humiliate. A rebuff is to beat back quickly. To rebuff an invitation. Reject. Rebuke means to scold harshly or criticize severely. Rebus is a puzzle in which pictures stand for words. Rebuttal means a refutation, response with contrary evidence. Recalcitrance means obstinately stubborn. Recanting a statement means withdraw, retract a previous statement, or disclaim or disavow. Recapitulate means summarize. Recast means reconstruct a sentence. Recasting a sentence or recasting a story means to reconstruct it. Receptive means willing to receive ideas or suggestions. Recession is a withdrawal, retreat, or time of low economic activity. Recidivism means a habitual return to crime. A recidivist is one, in spite of all the counseling, he will go back to his earlier life of crime. A recipient is a receiver. Reciprocal would mean mutual. To reciprocate means to repay in kind. A recluse is a hermit. An eremite, E-R-E-M-I-T-E, an anchorite or a loner. To reconcile means to correct inconsistencies or become friendly after a quarrel. Recondite text means something which is very difficult to understand, abstruse, profound, and secret. Arcanum or arcane. Reconnaissance means survey of enemy territory by means of either a drone or even otherwise. A drone is an unmanned aircraft. Another synonym is reconnoiter. R-E-C-O-N-N-O-I-T-E-R. Reconnoiter or scouting. S-C-O-U-T-I-N-G. Scouting, reconnaissance, reconnoiter, or recce. R-E-C-C-E. All mean surveying enemy territory. Recount means to narrate or tell or relate. Recourse means resorting to help when in trouble. Alternative course. Recrimination means counter charges. Charges and counter charges. They keep bandying charges and counter charges in the assembly and in the parliament. These are recriminatory exchanges, wherein one politician accuses the other fellow of having made money somewhere, and in return this fellow bandies another charge. So these are recriminatory exchanges, which are counter charges. Rectify means to set right or correct. Rectitude means uprightness, moral virtue, or correctness of judgment. Recumbent means recline, lying down. Recuperate means to recover. Recurrent, something recurrent is occurring again and again. Redolent means fragrant, odorous, or suggestive of an odor, reminding you of some other smell. Redoubtable enemy means a formidable, causing fear and respect. Redress means to remedy or compensate, give compensation. Redundant means unnecessary, excessive, superfluous, and repetitious. So the antonym is necessary. Reeking means stinking. Refractory means a dining hall. Refraction means a bending of a ray of light. Refractory means stubborn, unmanageable. A refractory and a skittish horse. Skittish means easily frightened or excessively lively. Refractory is stubborn and unmanageable. Refrain means to abstain from something, resist. A refrain also means a line that is constantly repeated in a song or a poem, a chorus. Refulgent means something that is brightly shining or gleaming. Refurbish means to renovate, make bright by polishing. Refute means to disprove. Something regal is royal. To regale them would mean to entertain them, entertain people with jokes. A raconteur will regale us with anecdotes. Regatta is a boat or yacht race. Y-A-C-H-T is pronounced as yacht. It's a race. Regatta is a boat race. Regeneration means spiritual rebirth. Regicide means the murder of a king or queen. A regime is a method or system of government. Regimen is a prescribed diet and habits, a strict lifestyle. To rehabilitate somebody would mean to restore him to proper condition. To reimburse would mean to repay, compensate. Reiterate or iterate would mean to repeat. A rejoinder is a retort, a comeback, a quick reply. Rejuvenate means to make young again, because juvenile is young. So you see, rejuvenate can be broken down. It is easy to understand. Make young again, bring back life. Relegate means to banish to an inferior position. Relent means to give in. Relentless means not giving in. Relevant means pertinent. A relic is a surviving remnant of the past. A memento, memento. Relics or relicts with a T also mean something, a trace of the past, a remnant or a memento. Relinquish means to give up something. Relish means to enjoy or savor. Remediable means repairable. Reminiscence means recollection of the past. Remiss means careless and negligent. Remission means a temporary moderation of a disease or a cancellation of a debt, or remission would also mean pardon. A judge may give remission, grant remission, that means pardon. A remnant is a remainder, a vestige, a trace of the past. Remonstrance means protest, strong objection, or expostulate. Remonstrate means to expostulate, which means to make a strong objection to something. Remorse means a feeling of guilt or self-reproach. Remunerative means compensating, rewarding. Rend means to split. Rent, R-E-N-T, means to split. Rend is the past participle of rent. Render means to deliver. Rendering service means doing. To render also means to give, provide, or represent. He was rendered ridiculous. That means he was made to look ridiculous. Rendezvous is a secret meeting place between lovers. A tryst, T-R-Y-S-T. A rendition means a translation or an artistic interpretation of a song, a recital. A renegade is a deserter, a traitor. To renege on a promise would mean to deny or go back. Renounce means to abandon, disown, or repudiate. To renovate means to restore to good condition, make new again. Renown, a man of great renown would mean fame. Rent is to rip, split. Repairable means capable of being repaired. Reparation. Reparation means compensation paid after a war by the loser to the winner. So reparation means amends or requiting, R-E-Q-U-I-T. Requite means to pay. Repartee means a clever reply. Repast means a meal, a feast, or a banquet. Repealing a law means to revoke, annul, or abrogate, countermand, or waive, or rescind, R-E-S-C-I-N-D, and rescission, R-E-S-C-I-S-S-I-O-N. All these words mean cancel. Repel means to drive away. Disgust. Something that is repelling is disgusting. To repel somebody would means to drive him away. A repellent is something that is unattractive and causes you to go away. Disgusting. A repercussion means a reverberation or reaction or rebound, or serious repercussions would mean something that will happen later. The after effects, aftermath. Repertoire means a list of works of music or drama, especially of a performer, prepared up to the present. Repertoire is a French word, R-E-P-E-R-T-O-I-R-E. Repine means to fret and complain. Replenish means to fill up again. Replete means full of something. Replica means a copy. To replicate means to reproduce or duplicate. Repository means a storehouse. Reprehensible means deserving blame or disgusting. Repress, to repress somebody. A repressed society will inhibit you, crush you, oppress you, restrain you. Repressive regimes in Pakistan and Afghanistan means they will inhibit and oppress people, take away their rights. Reprieve means a temporary stay. Reprieve means an interval. Reprieve also means in a court, if a prisoner has been given a lighter sentence, you may say that he has got a reprieve. Reprimand means reprove severely or rebuke. A reprisal is a retaliation. A reprise is a refrain, a repetition of a musical sentence in a song or in a poem. Repeat performance, recurring action or line. Reproach means express disapproval or disappointment. A reprobate is a hardened criminal or sinner who is devoid of a sense of decency and who will never feel guilty. Hardened criminal. Reprobation means severe disapproval. The antonym is approbation. To reprove means to censure or rebuke. To repudiate something would mean to disown or disavow. So to repudiate means to disown, give up or disavow. Repugnance means loathing. Something that is repugnant is disgusting. Repulsion is distaste, act of driving back. Repulsion, something disgusting is also repulsing or repulsion. For example, Mithun Chakravarti's dances fill me with a sense of repulsion, disgust. Reputable means respectable. Reputed means supposed. He is the reputed father of the child. That means supposed to be. Reputable otherwise is respectable. A reputed dealer means a reputable dealer would mean a popular, respectable dealer. Requiem is a mass for the dead, a dirge. Requisite means necessary requirement. A requisite for admission is proficiency in English. To requite means to repay or revenge. Requite kindness with kindness, or the wretch requited his benefactors by betraying them. Rescind means to cancel. Resentment means indignation or bitterness and displeasure. So it is difficult to hide our resentment sometimes when somebody overburdens us. Reserve means self-control, formal. And there are some people who are known for their reserve. They do not interact or mingle with others. They have a distant manner. A residue is a reminder or a balance. Resignation means patient submissiveness. That means with timid resignation some people submit to the whims and fancies of others. Resilient means elastic. Highly resilient. Steel is an excellent metal for all kinds of contraptions. Resolution means determination. Firm in decision. Resolve is also determination, firmness of purpose. To resolve means to decide, settle or solve a problem. Resonant means echoing, resounding, deep and full, rounded voice. Respiration is breathing or exhalation. Respite or raspit means interval of relief, time for rest. Though the spelling is R-E-S-P-I-T-E, the pronunciation is raspit. Resplendent means dazzling, glorious, brilliant, in all resplendent new clothes. Responsiveness means state of acting or reacting readily to appeals. Restitution, to make restitution for the damages means to pay back, indemnify or do a kind of a recompensation, reparation. Restive, if you're feeling restive, children grow restive, that means impatient, restless and obstinately resisting control. Restraint is moderation or self-control. Some restraint is necessary, otherwise our youngsters are like unbridled horses, belagam ghode. Resumption means taking up again, recommencement. Resurge means to rise again, flow to and fro, come up. Surge means to move forward, so resurge means rise again. Resuscitate means to revive or bring back to life. Retain means to keep or employ. Retaliation means payment in kind. Retentive means holding, having a good memory. Reticent means reserved or uncommunicative, inclined to be silent. A retinue means a train or a cortege, cortege, which means a group of followers or attendants. Retiring, if so and so is a very retiring person, that means very modest and shy. Retort is a quick reply. Vajpayee is known for his retorts, quick replies. Retract means withdraw or take back. Retrench means to cut down or economize. Lay off staff in order to save money on payroll. Retribution is vengeance or compensation, punishment for offenses, vengeance. Revenge. Retrieve means to recover. Retroactive means taking effect before its enactment or imposition. Retroactive actually means going backwards. Retrograde is going downwards, or degenerate or going backwards. Retrospective means looking backwards. Revelry means boisterous merrymaking. Reverberate means to echo or resound. Reverent means respectful and worshipful. A reverie means a daydreaming or musing, lost in a reverie. Revert means to go back, relapse, backslide, turn back to something, reverting to the old law. To revile somebody is to abuse or attack with abusive language, vilify, slander and malign. To revoke means to cancel or retract. Revulsion means sudden violent change of feeling, a negative reaction. Rhapsodize means to speak or write in an exaggeratedly enthusiastic manner. Rhapsody also means an improvisation in a symphony or a musical composition. Rhetoric means the art of effective communication using flowery language. It is also considered insincere or grandiloquent language, usually done to impress people. Ribald jokes are wanton, profane, lusty, bawdy, and libidinous, or risk, risque, and racy, racy. Racy novels are dirty, filthy, lusty novels. Racy diction also means rapid. Riddle means pierce with holes. Riddle also means permeate or spread throughout. Riddle also means to puzzle. A rider is an amendment or a clause attached to a legislative bill. Rife, poverty or corruption is rife means abundant. Rift is an opening or a break, a rift between the two parties. To rig, fix or manipulate fraudulently. We discussed rig also as to provide a vessel with masts or sails. A rig also is a platform on an oil well. It is called a derrick. A rig is pulled by a team. Rigid means stiff and unyielding. Rigor means severity. I mean the rigors of modern day life, the rigors of vocabulary learning. That means severity, going through the harsh process. Rile means to vex, irritate or muddy. He was riled at the comments. That means he was angered, irritated. Riveting means absorbing. A riveting performance is engrossing and absorbing. A rivulet is a small stream like a brook. Robust means vigorous and very strong. Strapping, husky, Husky. Strapping also means strong. Rococo means ornate or highly decorated. Baroque. To roil means to make liquids murky by stirring up the sediment. Roiling the crowds or roiling the emotions means to disturb. Roseate means very rosy and optimistic. A roster is a duty list, or when you make a timetable for duty chart for people to follow, that is a roster. A rostrum is a platform for speech making. A pulpit, Pulpit. Rote memory means memory gained by repetition, constant repetition. That's a very inferior method. Mnemonics are much superior. Rotunda means a circular building or hall covered with a dome. Rotundity means roundness. Sonorousness of speech is also called rotundity. Roundness also is rotund. Rousing reception means lively, stirring. To rout the enemy means to completely, utterly defeat. Rout also means a stampede, to drive out. To rout means utterly defeat. Rubble means the